Hi there guys, welcome back to the Vape Station channel. Today I'm going to be talking you through how to make your own liquids. So these are the things you're going to need. Okay, some vegetable glycerine, or VG as it is known as. Some propylene glycol, okay, which is also known as PG. Some nicotine liquid as well. You won't be able to get pure nicotine liquid, so you can get nicotine liquid which is either VG based or PG based. Okay, this one's a VG based. Also, you can get them in different strengths as well. 72 is probably one of the highest. So yeah, and it's really toxic, so you do have to be careful. I mean, it's got all the safety warnings and that on there. Really, when you are using this, you should be using gloves. But yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. Okay, your flavouring. Okay, I've got some vanilla custard flavouring here, and some syringes as well. Probably you're going to need at least 3. Definitely need a separate syringe for your nicotine liquid. You want to keep that completely separate away from the other liquids, in case you kind of contaminate the other ones. Okay, so always have your separate syringe for your nicotine juice. Okay, I like to have 2 of the smaller ones, so you can do the fine measurements, and one of the biggest ones, the big 10ml ones. Okay, so you're not always doing that for forever, because these are 1ml, these smaller ones. And yeah, and the container to put in your juice. Okay, I do like the glass ones, the little tincture ones. Okay, this is a 30ml bottle, and I'll be making 30ml of juice. And yeah, I like to have just like some kitchen roll or something, just to clean up any drips. Okay, so VG, vegetable glycerine, is thicker. It's thicker in viscosity. It's more like a cream, really thick, quite oily, and this is what it's going to be giving you the most vapour. It doesn't carry the flavour as well as the propylene glycol, but yeah, it's not too bad. I do prefer a 50-50 mixture of propylene glycol and the vegetable glycerine. I find works best. But yeah, you will get more vapour production, but slightly less flavour and less throat hit with the vegetable glycerine. So the complete opposite with the PG, it carries the flavour better because it's thinner, so that flavour can really absorb and mix into the propylene glycol. This also has a stronger throat hit than the vegetable glycerine as well. So yeah, if you're going to be having a higher PG content, then you are going to experience a bit more of a dry, more thump back to the back of the throat. Also, the amount of your nicotine liquid that you're going to be looking to put in there, obviously the higher the milligram of nicotine, also the more of the throat hit that you're going to get. So the best thing to do is get yourself a like a DIY e-liquid calculator. Okay, I'll put a link down in the description below to the best one, which I find that some of the calculators, they're not very precise. Yeah, so I just find the calculator that I use to be the best one and the most accurate. So yeah, I calculated it on there earlier and I've written it down, so I'll just show you how to do it. It's really simple. Okay, I always tend to do the nicotine bit last. Okay, just in case I'm making it and I spill it on myself. because if you put it in first and you're doing all that, you're more likely to spill it whilst adding the other ingredients. So I do like to do the nicotine last. Okay, so first we will do the PG. I suppose I'll just mention the prices are actually really good. You can get a 250ml bottle for around £5-6. Okay, I actually got this 500ml bottle of vegetable glycerine for about £8, and they're going to last you ages. I've probably done nearly 20 bottles, if not more, of e-juice, and I'm only just halfway down on the PG there. Same with the nicotine. And what I use, I need 1.67ml of nicotine to do a 4mg strength juice. So it's not even it's hardly going to even move that line at all. 1.67. That's 100ml in there. So if I could make nearly 30ml bottles from just this one bottle. So with all these prices, I mean, your VG, your nicotine is the most expensive that you'll buy out of all of this. This 100ml bottle cost me around £25. But yeah, it's good for about 50 bottles of e-juice at the 30ml size. So if you're doing 10ml, yeah, you get about 100 bottles out of a 10ml bottle. So first we will go with the PG. I'll get the lid off. Okay, so the calculator says I need 9 millilitres of PG, so okay, that's 9. We'll just square that in there. Okay, just wipe that off, because I'm going to do the VG with the same one. Screw that on, the other way. They are child safety, most of these bottles, but do make sure you keep them out of the way of children or any pets that might chew through it. So with the VG we need 13.33. So 10 is the maximum with this syringe, so I'll put in 10. Plus 3. So that'll be 13. Now this is why I like to have the smaller 1ml size, because I can do the 33 and be a lot more accurate. So it's 33. Okay, that's 33. Let's just say 0.33. Let's wipe them off. Okay, next I like to do the flavouring. Okay, it's telling me to do 6 millilitres of flavouring. So it's going to be boring, so I'll fast forward to this bit. Okay, so now I've done the flavouring, 6 milligrams, shall I say millilitres. We'll go on to the final one, which is the nicotine. Okay, now I only need 1.67 mils of this, so I'll be using the 1ml syringe. Okay, really you should be using rubber gloves for this, but I haven't got any, so you have to make sure you don't get any on your skin whatsoever. Okay, if you do get any on your skin, make sure you wash your hands thoroughly straight away, because that nicotine can soak straight into the skin, and yeah, it's very toxic and can poison you if your skin ingests enough of it. Okay, so really be careful. But yeah, use rubber gloves. Highly recommend using rubber gloves. So I'm going to be very careful. I'm not trying to get any on my skin whatsoever. That's one. .67. Straight away clean that off. Okay, I didn't get any on my skin, but I am just going to wash my hands just to be on the safe side. Okay, so when that's all done, okay, you should have something a little bit like that. Just screw on the lid. Okay, and just shake it. In fact, I will show you a little trick on how I mix it. Okay, for a little mixing trick, this is what I usually do. Okay, I get a cotton bud or a Q-tip or whatever you call them, and I'll take off one of the ends. Okay, just leaving the plastic kind of tubing. So what I like to do is get a pair of scissors, snip down the middle of the tubing, probably about 1.5 cm long down the tubing. Okay, and then I fan that out. Okay, so you've got like two little kind of legs, two little legs coming off it like that, and then snip down those legs in half. Then that gives you 4 legs. Okay, and this kind of acts as like a little mixing propeller, just like that. Okay, grab a drill. Okay, this is not the drill that I use, this is just to show you. It's better to use the really high powered drills for this. Okay, and simply just pop the Q-tip, the cotton end, down to the drill, like so, tighten that up. And you've got yourself a little mixing tool. Okay, the battery's running out on this, and I won't use my high powered one because the kids are in bed and they will go mad. So yeah, that's just a case of putting it down into the juice, whizzing it round. Okay, what you want to be doing is just basically whipping that juice up, getting loads and loads of air in there. Okay, because that helps with the steeping process. Just get as much air in there as possible. Okay, and when the e-liquid bottle, when the liquid is just full of bubbles, okay, it will turn like a misty, like a grey cloudy colour, and you won't be able to kind of see through it. Okay, then all you do is just take the lid off, like so. Okay, take the lid off and then just let that breathe until all those bubbles in there have dispersed. Okay, and it's gone back clear again. Okay, and once they have all dispersed and it's gone clear, just stick the lid back on it. Okay, and then just stick that in a dark place. Okay, I like to stick it in a drawer. Okay, near my computer, and just leave it there. Okay, leave it there for about 24 hours. Okay, come back to it the next day and do exactly the same thing. Okay, just whiz it around with the drill. Okay, until you get loads and loads of air bubbles in there. Okay, and then just leave it with the top off. It only takes about half an hour to an hour for all them bubbles to pop and the juice run clear again. and then yeah, screw it back on, stick it back in cool dark place, well, room temperature dark place for another 24 hours, and I'll repeat that same process for about 4 to 5 days, and that just really quickens up the steeping and breathing process. Okay, and what you'll find is this, that's quite a light yellowy colour. That will start to darken up and go orange, okay, whilst the flavour is maturing. I mean, you can vape it straight away once you've mixed it, but to get the full flavour punch out of it, it's really good to perhaps make one that you can vape straight away, and then make another one that you can just you can process it over about 4 to 5 days and get it up to the maximum flavour strength. So yeah, really, that's it. It's really simple to do, really cost effective as well. I mean, I bought all those things, all the ingredients there for what, 25, 30, 35, 40, about £45 for all of those ingredients. Okay, but they will last me months. And when you're smoking, when you're vaping a mechanical mod with a dripping atomizer, you're going to be going through that juice like there's no tomorrow if you're like me and you vape a lot through the day. I'd probably vape at least 10 milligrams a day, I should say millilitres a day, and where I live, 10 millilitres is £5. So for me, 7 fives, 35. That's £35 a week if I bought it from a shop, and for around the same price, I can buy all these and make my juice for 6 months. Probably the thing you'll run out first is the flavouring. Okay, you'll probably only get about 2 bottles. 2 30ml bottles out of a 10ml flavouring, but they're really cheap. Because this vanilla custard flavour cost me about £3. So you're effectively spending about £3 a week once you've got all the other products. So yeah, it's so much more better on the wallet than just buying the ready-made juices. But yeah, do really be careful if you do get into your DIY liquids, because there are some hazards if you're not careful. So yeah, definitely do your research before you start. I hope I've helped you out. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comment box below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And yeah, that's it from me, and I will see you on the next one.